WolfGxngDon, never lacking. 2K bills to the fraction, breaking it down to the pound, puts news and views on tips to get you cracking. It don't stop till we on top, boy, brick by brick, we gotta build. Give a like and drop a sub, this WolfGxngDon, you know it's real. Never chill, sauce it up, we stacking, getting bills. Peep the traction, getting badges, 2K champ, this how it feels. This the dawn, yeah, running it up, no time to play. You know what's on, yeah, the greatest builds inside 2K.
Yo, what is good, YouTube? It's your boy Don back here with another build video, man. And today I got y'all covered with an inside-out glass cleaner, man. A very balanced power forward build that can fit on pretty much any team, fits most play styles. But all right, man, let's get right into it, man. So of course it is going to be a power forward. Hand is up to you, jersey is up to you. We're going 6'9", 213 pounds with a 7'6" wingspan. And as usual, the body shape is up to you, man. But before we get too far into the video, make sure y'all do me a favor. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're on the grind to make sure we end 2K23 with about 5K subscribers, man. Let's get right into it. All right, we're gonna start off with these attributes, man. Starting off with the finishing badges, of course. So first and foremost, for the close shot, we're gonna take this up to a 70. That is enough for you to hit those. We're not camping paint on a build like this, but if you get a baby on you, like I'm talking about a build that's like a small forward or a shooting guard and they don't have any interior and you can tell based on the dunk animations you're getting, bro, then you should go ahead and take this build to the inside. Now for this driving layup, I'm gonna go with an 87, and that's just because we want fearless finisher on gold. It is a very good badge, man. I've had it on silver and I absolutely love it. So why not try to take it a little bit higher and see what that gold talking about. Now, all right, for the driving dunk, we're gonna take this up to a 93. We wanna get those elite contact dunks, man. You wanna get those elite joints. And then for the standing dunk, we're gonna take this up to a 75. And just a tip, if you're trying to do standing dunks, you wanna do the post dunk, R2, L2, up on both sticks. That's how you activate those dunks, man. I know a lot of people be having trouble kind of getting those type of dunks off, but that's how you force it. You know what I'm saying? You might get a standing dunk sometimes without doing that, but if you want to get them consistently, I would suggest doing just what I just said. Now, for the three-point shot, we're going to take this up to an 81, and with the mid-range shot, we're going to take this up to a 71. That's going to get a 17 shooting badges. That's just enough to get into tier 3 where we got that gold catch and shoot. That is a very important badge to this build. You want to make sure that you get that. If you change anything about the build, I would highly suggest trying to keep that 81 3 ball. Maybe you can use less badges in the shooting category, but you still want to make sure that you're able to get that. Now for the pass accuracy on this build, I am going to have it kind of high for an off-ball build. We're gonna take that up to an 80, and that's just because you want your passes to be kind of crisp, man. You want to make sure that your passes are making it on time, right where they need to be. Now for the ball handle, we're gonna take this up to a 70. You don't need a lot for a build like this. If you do want to go higher, it'll probably cost you some speed with ball, but if you're cool with that, then go ahead and make that sacrifice. We're gonna take the speed with ball up to a 70 as well to make the build kind of fast, even, you know, off ball. You can catch the ball, run to the rim. I wouldn't suggest it much because with 15 badges, you'll only be able to get unpluckable on bronze, and I would much rather on a build like this have clamp break on bronze. And if you want to add some extra points to this category in order to get it, I mean, do you by all means. I actually made this build so that you wouldn't have to necessarily spend your extra badge points. And you'll notice at the end when we talk about the badges that I'll actually have some left over that you can use to customize the build the way you need it. Now for the interior defense, we're gonna take it up to an 80. You're not the primary big, and even if you are, man, interior D is not that important as long as you can make sure you get anchor high, because that's what acts as like an intimidator type of thing. So for the steal, we're gonna leave it right there at a 35, man. Don't be reaching on this build. Some builds just aren't meant to get a lot of steals, man, and even if you took it all the way up, you'll only be able to get glove on silver at the highest. So we're going with an 87 for the block. We want to make sure we get that silver anchor. Like I said, you're not the primary big, but we're gonna try to, you know, use this build to be able to do a lot of stuff. Now with the offensive rebound, we're gonna take that up to a 93, and for the defensive rebound, we're gonna take it up to an 85. Now, before y'all even get in the comment section asking me, yo man, what's up with the offensive rebound? Why'd you put that up instead of the defensive rebound? Well, that's because if you flip it, if you go the other way, you can get an 85 offensive rebound, but you'll only be able to get a 92 defensive rebound. So on this build, we're actually able to get a little bit more than if you went the other way around. Now for the physicals, we're not gonna leave the physicals, we're not gonna leave them low. We're gonna go with a 75 for the speed, a 70 for the acceleration. For the strength, we're gonna take this up to an 80, man. Just to make sure the build is still strong. You still need to be able to, hold your own, be able to, do a little boxing out and all that other stuff. For the vertical, we're taking this up to an 80. Now, I know y'all probably in there tripping, that's not elite contact. Yes, it is, bro. You get elite off 2. You still get elites off 2, so you'll be good to go. And at the power forward position, I feel like you don't really play people that's as fast as you very often. Like, as a 6'9" power forward, I don't run into a lot of other 6'9" power forwards. So you will get one heck of a mismatch. In all honesty, if you're running rec, you will run into a lot of randoms, especially if you plan on a build like this. If you take this thing in there by yourself, you'll be good to go. You can contribute on defense, on offense, a little bit of playmaking. You can do a little bit of everything, man. Now, all right, last but not least, we're gonna take that stamina up to a 90. And the final badge count is 19 finishing, 17 shooting, 15 of them things on playmaking, and 23 defense, man. And of course, we got to talk about them takeovers. I would highly suggest going with easy blow-bys. I think that's probably one of the best ones for a build like this. That's like a big man type of build, but you're going to be catching the ball in order to drive to the rim. I mean, you can also do your cuts, but I like easy blow-bys. You can go finishing moves if you want. I would not suggest advanced gatherers. I just don't use it. That doesn't fit my play style, but it might fit yours. Maybe you do a lot of Euros. I don't really see a lot of Euros, but maybe you do a lot of them. In secondary, I'm going with spot or precision for the other one. The other takeovers that we do get are rim protecting and glass cleaning. I mean, if you want those, do your thing, bro. On this build, though, I think focusing on the offensive firepower is good. But if you find yourself in more of a defensive role on your team or in your situation, or if you're running with randoms, I mean, I would highly suggest going like paint intimidation or stuff blocks or something like that. I don't like rebound intakes too much. I don't think they help a lot. So I don't really put those on my builds. Now, we can go ahead and complete this build because I actually do like this build name quite a bit. And the shades of are pretty interesting if you ask me. So we got Aaron Gordon, Paolo Banchero, and Scotty Barnes. And the build comes out as an inside-out glass cleaner. Like I said, I like the build name quite a bit. I mean, you get inside out on pretty much everything these days. All right, we can go ahead and test the build so I can show you some of the badges that I will put in order to make this build, live up to the potential, man. It has such a unique name for a power forward at least. So we got to make sure that we get in here and get some good badges on the build. So on this, I would highly suggest putting Aerial Wizard on. Understand you do not need Aerial Wizard to catch oops, but boy, does it make it a lot easier. You get a lot more of those crazy oop animations from having Aerial Wizard on. Listen, you heard it here first, man. So we can go with Slithery on gold, Fearless Finisher on gold, and Limitless on gold. All of those badges come together and just make such a good build, man. And then last but not least, we're gonna throw Posterizer on gold, and that's the one we're gonna core. And if you need help getting finishing badges, I just dropped a finishing badge tutorial on the channel, and it is super easy, man. It don't get no easier. It really don't. Like, that way, you'll be good to go. You'll be able to get these 19 finishing badges quicker than any other badge category, to be quite honest. All right, now we're moving on to shooting. We're gonna put Claymore on because this build, if you're not cutting, you'll probably be standing still on the perimeter. Get those 2 seconds and go ahead and fire that thing up, man. Then we're gonna put Green Machine on silver. Green Machine is something that I like to have on pretty much all my builds. We can go ahead and equip catch and shoot. And like I said, you don't need to put any extra badges into this category, but once you core catch and shoot, you'll be able to move around a little bit more. Agent 3s on a build like this don't feel like you need it. You only get Agent 3s on bronze, so I really wouldn't sweat it too much, but this is how the build would look before you're able to core catch and shoot. I showed this one specifically without coring anything, just because catch and shoot takes forever to core, man. It takes a long time. Now, we're gonna move on to playmaking. I like to have Needle Threader on certain builds just because I feel like, to me, it makes the build play better. So we got Needle Threader, Quick First Step on bronze. We have Vice Grips on bronze, Hyperdrive, we're gonna put that on silver, and Break Starter, we're gonna put that on gold. Now for this build, like I said, once you get to a point where you can core a badge, like if you get here and you wanna core Clamp Breaker, it's pretty easy to do. It's probably one of the easiest playmaking badges to core outside of Quick First Step. So I'm gonna go ahead and core that, but before the badges are cored, you still have some very decent badges to be able to get you by. Now, last but not least, we got the defense, man. Of course, we're gonna start out with box out beast. As a big, you need to be able to box out. You need to help the center out, help him get some boards. But if you got just a straight up horse down there, maybe you don't need to help out. You can put those points somewhere else. But we can go off ball pass. That's very important to this build. Chase down artists. People say that this is patched, and I've seen you do get less, but I still get plenty of them, so I'm always gonna put that badge on. And then last but not least, we're gonna put on anchor. And for the core badge, super easy to do. Just get rebounds, bro. Super easy. And on offense, you can go ahead and crash those boards because we have that 93 offensive board. Go down there and get some old boards, man. Give your team back to life. I mean, we got that standing dunk. So go ahead and put that thing right back in there. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this build, man. I will catch y'all boys in the next one. It's your boy Don, and I'm up out of here. But before you get up out of here, do me a favor, man. Check out some of the other videos on the channel. I have plenty. If you don't find the build you like, comment down in the comment section, and I will do my best to give you exactly the build you're looking for, if it's possible. You know, sometimes people have unrealistic expectations, and that just is what it is. But yeah, I'll catch y'all boys in the next one. It's your boy Don, and I'm up out of here. Peace.
Piling paper, got them talking nice to me. Down the bottle, it be going right through me. Brown baby, down to take a flight to me. They think that I'm stunting, but it's slight to me. Piling paper, got them talking nice to me. Guess that's why the